Hey, what's up, everybody? Back with another update. This time I'm still working on. Oh, this time I'm working on my Veil of Fire game. It's basically a dragon first-person shooter, or to be more, to be, it's a first-person shooter where you play as a dragon. I've checked around online. I haven't really seen anything that's like that, so thought it'd be an interesting FPS to make. So, right now we're taking a look at the models I'm making for the weapons. Here's the assault rifle. I managed to get several weapons into the game with animations and playability. So take a look. See, yeah, I downloaded some concept art from Pinterest and just started modeling them. I'm not really good at making my own stuff, but I guess like anything I try to make something will ultimately have like a similar design of have my modeling into it rather than the actual concept art to the fullest extent. So yeah. Anyways, that's the assault rifle. It's a standard gun. First weapon you should start out with. And the next one, my crazy idea that I made, it's called the blast cannon. Yep, it's a pretty big boy. Basically, you stick a shell into the... Oh, what was it? Well, you stick a shell into the barrel and just fire a cannonball through it. I modeled it after the boom cannon from Boom Beach because I thought that looked pretty cool. I didn't really have much references for actual cannons. Like if I use an old-fashioned cannon, it'll look a little weird. I wasn't sure how to go about the modeling the handle and grip and everything, but I just winged it and I ended up with this, and I think it looks pretty good. Next, I believe I showed this before somewhere. It's automatic crossbow. So I know you're thinking it's kind of awkward and how the heck does the automatic thing work? Oh, pardon my language. How in the world does the automatic thing work with the crossbow? Well, in the game that I'm making, I was planning on having two factions, and one of the factions uses magic, so as you can see, the gems here are basically what powers this crossbow. Red for the thrust force, and yellow to just throw the quiver arrows onto the stock. So that's the automatic crossbow, and made a auto shotgun, which isn't as, I don't think it's as detailed as the other one as much. Looks a little plain in engine, but maybe if I texturize it and add a few more modeling details, it'll look better. So yeah, that's what I have here, and here in the game engine I have everything ported over. Let me just mess with the sound. I think I forgot to adjust it earlier. Added some voice acting to the minions, and added the guns, some sound effects. I haven't got all the reload sounds yet, mainly for just two weapons. Managed to get the HP and the ammo counter into the main HUD instead of having to slap it onto the weapon as I did from the last update, which I learned from the tutorial. I ended up actually having to make another project and then porting the stuff from the old project into the new one because I just couldn't seem to work with all the stuff there. So I ended up remaking the controls, so now it's instead of actually having a regular collider for the player, it's now a rigid body, so that, and I also managed to get the flying to kind of work. And enough of my rambling again, and let's take a look at what I have. Loading up. It's already 11. The menu doesn't really work, so you just have to hit escape. And yeah, that's the crossbow firing. Just trying to lock the screen onto the thing. It might get a little loud. Maybe if I hit this really quick, just lower that master volume. Forgot I could do that from the other previous videos. Anyways. So I managed to get the arrows to do some damage. Unfortunately, the hitboxes don't soak in all the things, so I can hit more than one person at a time with the really powerful bow. I got the weapon swapping to work, so... Okay. Here's the assault rifle. The animation's a little choppy. Not sure how to go about fixing that. And the auto shotgun. Right now it's using a raycast, so it's not going to act as an actual shotgun, applying cone damage to whatever it's using. So I could pretty much fire from all the way back here and hit him. I still have the ragdoll physics, but for some reason when I imported all the models, they started messing around, and now all the things are kind of acting weird, so they're not exactly chasing me correctly. I also managed to get the hit sound. And as you can see, I could fly, which is pretty fun. You have to keep mashing the jump button though. And I haven't gotten the air controller function properly, so you can't really steer very well. Well, you could steer, but you have to use the camera to steer, which is really counterintuitive. Oh, this one, yeah. Also managed to get the blast cannon. Come on, shift. Okay, yeah, that's not acting as touchy. I just hope I can line them all up. Come on. Kind of like the concept, but the execution is a little... executing it's kind of difficult. And I missed. Yeah, another thing is that the models aren't really lined up according to the hitbox, so I can miss a lot easily. Basically, I have to aim under that red square thing. There we go. So yeah, I have basically I learned all this from a tutorial series. If you feel like trying to go through it yourself and getting a little hang of what I got to learn, then you could check it out. I'll put the link in below. So yeah, this is what I have so far. Let's see if there's anything else I had. Oh. Switch back to the shotgun. I'm not sure if I reloaded it. Reload animation. Just cycle through them and so you could see them. I don't have sound for some of them, so. Oops, I think I hit the wrong button. Hit 3. Yep, fired off an arrow. Yeah, I tried adding a script for the arrows so that they actually disappear when you use them. And there's a bug where it actually unloads more ammunition into the clip than it's supposed to, so that's kind of weird. The tutorial went on a way about how to fix that, but I'm not sure if I did something wrong with the code and it's not working. So on the bottom right, if you look closely, the arrows are disappearing one by one. Need to rearrange them because they're supposed to be disappearing in the other direction rather than the direction they currently are spinning. Or actually, no, the direction's correct. Never mind. So let's empty that clip. That's about all the reload animations I have. Here, if you want to take a look in the editor on the top. The motion's kind of funny. Yeah, it's supposed to be turning, but I have an override for the thing to kind of keep it stable, so that's different. And I still need to figure out how to use an IK to keep the legs in proper position, and for some reason the vertical lock is not working either. So there's a lot of bugs to be found and fixed, and plenty of more to be had. And the joys of game development. Anyways, that's about it. Thanks for watching. I was kind of working on a trailer earlier, but it's getting late and I need to get some rest. Thanks for watching, and God bless.